Welcome, welcome everybody. Happy full moon in Cancer, whether you're here on the Zoom with us live or you're watching the replay. Welcome, welcome. I'm really excited that you guys are doing this today because Cancer is such a good time to take care of yourself. It's a great time to really focus on yourself. And so I'm glad that you guys are all here. I'm just gonna pull this up in the group to make sure it's going okay. And then we're gonna get started, guys. So what we're going to be doing tonight is I'm going to talk a little bit about the full moon. We are going to do a little meditation, and then we're going to do some journal questions. So first and foremost, I'm going to talk about the Cancer full moon in Capricorn. Then I will have you guys introduce yourselves and we'll get started. So the full moon energy is the halfway point of the lunar cycle. It occurs every single month, every 28 days, and we've had 2 weeks in order to really mold our intentions from the new moon to the full moon. So you might be seeing that if you set some intentions on the new moon, that they're starting to come to fruition, or you've started to make some progress towards those goals. This is when we begin to manifest those dreams into reality and start to embody that new version of ourselves. Full moons tend to bring some sort of illumination and insight. So you may start to notice blocks that are coming up, blocks that are getting in the way of your manifestations. So this is the time that we let things go and ask ourselves, what do I need to clear any blocks that are coming up? Cancer is all about uncovering and processing emotions. So you might be finding some unprocessed emotions coming up and coming out right now. Cancer is all about tapping into our intuition. What makes you feel safe and supported? Capricorn and Cancer together helps us form this sort of creative expression in our worlds. This can be supported by time alone, honoring intuition, listening to our inner guidance, and defining how we want to feel. This is a really great time too to look at your work-life balance. Are you feeling fulfilled by your life's mission? And are you being guided by your intuition? So merging and melding those two together is kind of the whole embodiment of the Cancer full moon. So why don't we go ahead and go around and say a little something about you, maybe introduce yourself, maybe something that you're wanting to let go of today. If you don't know, maybe just how you're feeling. I'll go ahead and call on you guys on the screen. So Chris, would you like to start first?
Hi, I'm Chris from Iowa, and I guess I'm wanting to let go of trying to fix things, be a fixer and people pleaser. And I have kind of set a goal this year for financial stability, doing a little better with my finances. And that's about it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chris. We're so glad you're here. Heather, you're up next.
Hi guys, I am Heather. I'm a very proud mom of 4 amazing children. They drive me crazy sometimes, but I'm always proud. And I am feeling all sorts of emotion, and I think that's the Cancer coming out. I have just been, especially today, like noticing lots of different emotions all over the place, kind of out of nowhere. And I am looking to let go of like self-doubt. I doubt myself a lot. I second guess myself a lot, and I've tried to work on it, but I really would like to let go of that and work on that more, because I just need some more confidence. I need to be more sure of myself and not doubt myself as much as I do. But I'm very glad to be here with you guys. It's good to see you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Heather. So nice to see you. We're so glad you're here. Lynn, you're up next. You're also muted.
That helps. Hello, my name is Lynn. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I think I want to let go of, I guess, like all the sadness I feel all the time, and try to look for more happy things, try to stay more balanced in 2023. So letting go of a lot of the old pain, forgiving myself for things that happened that I wasn't in control of. I think that's one of my biggest things that I dwell on a lot in the past, is that I always think that I could have done better. Um, so moving forward, I'm just trying to be a little bit more easier on myself and just trying to think more positive, even of around the whole situation that I'm, from day to day in, and trying to stay more in the present, because I have very high anxiety and I have a hard time because I'm always thinking of, what's going to happen tomorrow. So trying to stay more present um, every day. So yeah, I guess just letting go of fear.
Mm,
And thank
love
you
it.
for allowing me in the group tonight. I'm so lost all the time. I never even know what I'm doing anymore. But I'm like, hey, it's the full moon of the new year. I've got to be with Sunny. I don't care how, I have to be with Sunny. So thank you.
You're welcome. Of course. I'm gonna let Amanda in real quick. Brooke says, hi, I'm in Ohio. I am going to release all of the mental health blocks, negativity that's trying to take over my beautiful light that I know is still shining. Lots of love to everyone. So thankful for our group. We're thankful for you, Brooke. We're so glad that you're here. Hi, Amanda. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, I am so sorry. Traffic is a nightmare.
No worries at
I
all.
apologize.
We're really just getting started. So if you'd like to introduce yourself and let us know either something that you're letting go of tonight or how you're feeling.
My name's Amanda. I am letting go of a lot of, it's been a rough couple of years in my life. So, as I said in my reading with you earlier, which was amazing, thank you, closing doors on toxic people that don't serve a purpose in my life, even if it means that I'm letting go of their hostility. How about that? And not letting it interrupt my positive vibes. There we go.
I love that. Thank you so much, Amanda. We're so glad that you're here with us today. Alyssa, are you in a place where you can introduce yourself? Okay, I'm not sure where Alyssa is, so let's just keep going. Okay, so next we're going to do a little meditation. Right after that, we're going to do some journal questions, set some intentions for the new year. So let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and you can either meditate laying down or sitting up, but go ahead and lower your gaze or close your eyes if that feels good for you. We're going to just start by tuning into the breath. If you're sitting in a chair, go ahead and plant your feet nice and flat on the floor. Wherever you're at, keep your back nice and straight and let your shoulder blades sink down. Just gonna be here with our breath for a few moments, just tapping into the physical sensations of the breath. Maybe you're feeling your chest rising and falling, or the breath in and out of the nostrils. Cancer is a really watery energy, so just feel if you feel like there's a sort of watery, flowy, emotional feeling to your energy right now. Just checking in with what that current energy is tonight. allowing yourself to become grounded. Notice the connection to the ground, whether that's laying on a couch or a floor, or maybe your feet on the floor. Just notice your connection point to the earth. Try to stay connected to the breath if possible. If you find your mind wandering, that's totally okay. Just come back to the breath. I want you to imagine a root system growing down from the part of you that is touching the floor or the ground. Imagine it burrowing deep, deep into the earth and growing down, down into the earth, grounding you, providing you that earth energy, that life force energy, that grounding energy. Tapping into this present moment and letting go of any stress for later today, or maybe any stress that's come up earlier. Just being in the here and the now. Now just asking yourself, what makes you feel supported and held by the universe? Letting whatever comes up just flow. What helps you feel supported and held by yourself? Is there anything you need to help you process your emotions? Tune in right now to how you feel. What do your emotions help you understand? What wisdom do they provide? And if you were to think about a home frequency, the frequency where you usually occupy your own frequency, what would you want your home frequency to be? Maybe gratitude, love, contentment. What life changes may support this new frequency? Go ahead and take a moment to imagine that you have made the change and you are now embodying this new frequency. I want you to go ahead and step into that space, step into that future version of you. I want you to put your fingers in their finger spots, your toes in their toe slots. Go ahead and breathe with their lungs. You've made the changes you need to make. You are vibrating at this new frequency. What does your life look like from this place? Who are you being? What are you feeling in this place? What thoughts are you having? What sort of self-care are you participating in? Now, just for a moment, asking this future version of you if they have any advice for the you here now. And if this future version of you gives you advice, that's great. If not, that's okay too. Know that the wisdom will come. Thanking this future version of you for sharing this experience, their advice, and then stepping back into the you here now. Go ahead and put your fingers back in your finger slots, your toes back into your toe slots, and breathe with your lungs again. Recalling if you got some advice from the future version of you, recalling what that was and breathing in that advice. Feel it permeating every cell of your body, down to your DNA. Take your time here and allow it to fill you up. And when you feel ready, you can go ahead and come back to the room. Welcome back, Alyssa. Okay, go ahead and grab your journals, guys. We've got a few journal questions tonight. Question number 1 is, what restores your energy? I'm going to play a little music in the background. I'll give you about 3 minutes for each question. Can you guys hear the music at all? Is it okay? Is the volume okay? You can't hear it then? Turn it up just a tiny bit. Okay, the second question is, what lets you know that your energy is depleted and it's time for self-care? It's also in the chat. Okay, the next question. When you feel depleted, what happens to your intuition? When you feel depleted, what happens to your intuition? Hi, Sarah. You guys need more time? Okay, what are 3 things that help you feel filled up? Or what are 3 forms of self-care that you love? Okay, the last question here is how often do you need self-care? I'm going to read the whole question. In your ideal world, how often do you need self-care each week to feel centered and focused in your body and mind? What are 3 intentions you'd like to set for 2023? Yeah, you can do hourly. Yeah. How often? Do you mean like you need self-care every hour? Because I love that. Three intentions for the new year. You're like temple massage this hour. Let's set 3 affirmations too, because we still have time. Feel free to share them in the chat and I'll read them out loud, guys. It's okay to love myself for me. Yeah. I am worthy of time to myself. Yeah. I let go of what's not serving me, people and situations. I am enough just as I am. Yes, you are. I am ready to tap into my intuition even more. Raise my vibrations. I will take mental health breakfast. Yes. I will meditate to feel more connected to spirit. More health breaks. Okay. Mental health breaks. I love that. I mean, mental health breakfasts are pretty good too. I would say oranges. Great job, guys. Does anybody else have any others they want to share? Yes, I'll take at least 2 hours weekly for myself. Yes. I wrote 4. My weight is not my worth. Yes. I will wake up feeling refreshed. I will read 1 chapter every day of something spiritual. Yes, I love that. I will not be mean to people. Good goal. Okay, so let's take a little bit of time to go around the room. If you feel like sharing, you can share an aha, an insight, an appreciation. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys raise your hand, and if you would like to share, I'll choose you. Just in case there's anybody that doesn't want to share, you don't have to. Heather, you're up first.
Well, first of all, I'm very appreciative of these workshops every single time. I feel so much better than when I came on. And as I said earlier, it's been just an emotional day, just lots of emotions coming out of all different, not even sure where they're coming from, but they're there. And it was great. These journal questions really helped me tap into ways to work through those better when I'm having those times. And it was so amazing to me. I had a reading with you earlier, and it talked so much in my reading, so much came out about not pouring from an empty cup and making sure that I'm giving myself all of the things that I need. And it just went hand in hand with a lot of what we talked about tonight. And so just really tapping into the things that I need to give myself so that I'm not running on empty all the time and spreading myself so thin and able to handle these emotions better. So I'm very, very appreciative of this group and these workshops. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, Heather. Thank you. Anybody else want to share? Go ahead, Manda.
Have to find my unmute button. I actually really agree with Heather. So I had a whole falling out. I shut down my TikTok. I did everything, and I stopped following you even for a while. And that happened because of stuff with my ex in court, because I have a different belief system. I believe in goddess. I don't believe in other things. They kind of tore me apart in court. I lost myself. I lost everything. So because my spiritual beliefs are different, I am crazy pretty much, which whatever, it is what it is. Coming back onto TikTok following the morning TikToks and finally being able to get into the Facebook thing. Work-life balance sucks. I feel better. I always feel better. And I tell you that during the TikTok lives, like just coming in, doing the meditation, having all the positivity and everything really helps my day. My day goes much better. I'm happier. I'm in a better mood. I'm laughing, smiling. I don't have the weight of the world on my shoulders. And the journaling tonight was extremely helpful. And it's things that I try to remind myself every day. But when you actually write it down or say it out loud, it changes your world. I've been doing positive affirmations every day with one of my kiddos who is going through some rough periods, teenager. And I'm like, it's not enough just to read your positive affirmations. You have to say them out loud every day. Say them out loud. So I am thankful for you and your groups because they really do help. So, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Mm.
Thank you for sharing, Manda. Does anybody else want to share? Chris, go ahead.
I really enjoyed the meditation, and the journal questions were amazing tonight. It just brought me back to myself and taking care of myself, doing things for me, and giving me some intentions, just writing it down and reaffirming things that I've thought about. And it just made it a little stronger tonight. So thank you.
You're so welcome, Chris. Thanks for sharing. I totally agree with that. I feel like sitting down and intentionally working through the questions brings up things that we're probably already thinking or are already present for us, but then it gives us this really unique opportunity to truly commit to them. So thank you, Chris. Anybody else want to share?
Well, I just have to say that I guess it just made me think of something that today I made a Facebook post because I was just sitting around this morning thinking of of all of the self-care that I do for myself. And I got up and thought to myself, gee, I wonder what I really do, kind of thing. And I started looking around and taking certain things out and taking pictures of it because my sister used to always think that I was crazy with everything I do. And I'm slowly changing her way of thinking per se. And so I thought, I wonder what I really do. So I did. I took a whole bunch of pictures of all the things, and I showed my husband, the Facebook post, and he was like, "Wow, like you really do a lot for self-care for like yourself every single day." And I never really realized it. And it's not until you have things that are in front of your face that you realize, what you need to do or what you are doing. So it made me think of that because of some of her questions of what are three things that you do for self-care. And I enjoy like a lot of the detox baths. I try to eat healthy every day, at least one meal. And been drinking a lot of herbs and specialty teas and things that I've never dreamt that I would be into, except for I'm into it like this year.
Mhm.
And I don't know, like sun gazing, like there's just so many things that you don't think that the little things that we don't think that it's self-care, but it really is, like the hot tubs. I mean, there's just so much that I do that I never even really thought that it was actually self-care. And yeah, it's nice to have things to write things down because now I can actually come to this and be like, what are some of the things that I wrote on my full moon, and I'll be able to reread the questions and reread my answers again and make sure that I'm still working on these things and making sure that, I am taking care of myself. And my intention, I guess, would be to learn more. I know Sunny's a friend of mine, and so is Heather on my Facebook. And you might have noticed that in the last couple of days, I've made a couple posts about the moon and different things, when the full moons are and stuff. But I started to get into again. Oh my God, is it Moonology? I don't know. I did the book, but learning, well, actually, I learned a lot about, because my sister had called me. She just had an operation, and she said, oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been bawling like for no reason. I think I'm going crazy. And then I started reading on the moon, and then what this moon brings, and her birthday's January 3rd, so she's Capricorn. So I just got really deep into all this stuff, and I just started sending her stuff, and she was like, oh my God, this is so crazy, like, so I think that actually gave me the energy to, like, moving forward, I want to try to make sure that I read a chapter of something spiritual every day. And I'll shut up now. Thank you. But
Thank you so
anyway,
much for
it's
sharing.
nice to have it on paper.
Yeah, it is. I totally agree. Thank you. Alyssa, did you want to share anything? You can say pass too. You don't have to.
That's okay. You can hear me now, right?
Mhm.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I just have had a recent, just this last week, ability to see the moon's power because we're at a house that is right against the Pacific Ocean, which has been really inspirational for a lot of journals for me, where I can see when I'm looking out in the morning and I come back in 2 hours and 2 hours, that the ocean, it brings things in and it takes things away, and that the flow of that is okay. Like that's been kind of my huge takeaway from all of this. So for me, my self-care since I've been here is just letting myself look at the ocean and contemplate that, and to feel that highlighted and then it being shown physically to me. I don't know, it's just been a really powerful full moon.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, and then Brooke shared, I feel better after our workshop and know that I'm not alone. I connected with my beautiful and calm, authentic self during this meditation. And she said, you are so close. Oh, that's beautiful, Brooke. Thank you for sharing. Okay, guys, that is everything. I'm going to stop the share on Facebook and I am going to stop the recording. For those of you who are watching the replay, thank you for joining us. Thank you for showing up for yourself this full moon. And we will see you next time. Okay, after we're done,